Hello there, welcome to my channel Mo Moon. My name is Mo. Welcome to Neo Pagan November day 15. Today's prompt is oils. Neo Pagan November is a month-long challenge during the month of November created by Brittany the Sunshine State Witch. Every day we are given a prompt and we are encouraged to make a video or do a short or a post in regards to that prompt. So today's prompt is oils. And I wanted to share with you a few oils that I've made. I put this one in a Colgan spray bottle because I intended to spray them on me, but because they're so thick and there's so many herbs in it, actually I could take the stickers off, but because the oil is so thick and there are herbs in it, it doesn't spray through the tube. So I just take the top off and I put a little bit on my finger and I dab it on myself. So this one is Goodness in Abundance oil. And this one has a black obsidian in it and a garnet in it. And it also has other herbs. It's Goodness in Abundance oil. So I use this oil when I want to have goodness in my life. This one is a Money in Abundance oil, and it has a stick of cinnamon. It has some bay leaves. You can see bay leaves in there. I don't think I put any crystals in this one, but that's my Money Abundance oil. This one is my anti-anxiety oil. This one I put into a dropper bottle that I had. So this is my anti-anxiety oil that I made. And the last oil that I made is a psychic awareness oil. And this one has rose hips and all kinds of things in it. I wanted to find the ingredients that I put into the psychic awareness oil, but I couldn't find it in any of my Book of Shadows. So I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't write down what I had put into the psychic awareness oil. But it's really easy to make your own oils, and I find that all the oils have really worked. With the Money in Abundance oil, I received several bonuses from work, and I just was better with my money. It seemed like money was flowing in more. With my Goodness and Abundance oil, I just felt happier and more joyful when I use it. I feel like there's more goodness in my life. With my anti-anxiety oil, I use it when I'm feeling stressed and tense and feeling like I need just a little bit of a breath of fresh air and a little bit of release, and that one has worked when I've used it. And the last one, the psychic awareness oil, I've used quite a bit, and I find that my psychic intuition has really grown a lot based on using this oil. And it doesn't take a lot. I have a little dropper here. I just drop a little dab on my finger and I say, by earth, by air, by fire, by water, by spirit, I am psychically connected. I am psychically aware. I am psychic. I am clairvoyant. I am clairsentient. I am clairaudient. I am psychic. And so it is, by the power of the goddess and the god, and by the power of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And so it is. And I just make that up as I go, like try to include the elements and the goddess and the god and my own power. And I do a pentacle with the oils. So it's really easy to make your own oils. All these oils that I've created, I've used olive oil as the base, not the base, but like, well, yeah, I guess the base, like what I put the oils in is olive oil. And the herbs, like you can get really simple. Like I put the cinnamon stick in this one. The cinnamon stick enhances the qualities of the herbs that are in there. And the bay leaf is for money and abundance. And I don't know what the other herbs in here are, but all the herbs in here are for prosperity and money and abundance. And so it's really easy to make your own oils. Don't be fooled and feel like you can't do it, because anybody can do it. It's really simple. I usually make my oils on the full moon. in front of my altar. So as you see, I've only made 4 oils, so I don't do it very often, but when I feel like I really need an oil for a certain type of quality, like psychicness or money or anti-anxiety or goodness and abundance, like good things coming in, I feel like all these oils are really helpful in my life. So what I do is I think of what I want the oil to do for me when I use it. Let's say the psychic awareness oil. So like I'll say I want to be psychic. So I'll use herbs that have to do with wisdom, insight, clairaudience, clairsentience, psychic ability, intuition, awareness, clearness, clear-headedness, clear openness, clear mind, road opener, to open the channels for the psychic messages to come in. So you just have to like find the herbs that you want to use. You can Google them. You can Google herbs for psychic awareness or herbs for psychic ability, or herbs for intuition in magic, herbs for psychicness in spells. Just be creative with what you're Googling and you'll find what herbs you can use. And some of the herbs might not be very accessible, but there are plenty of herbs that are accessible, like thyme, rosemary, herbs that you can get in the grocery store. And you don't need a lot of herbs. You just need, a few for the specific use. And you can put a crystal in there as well. Like I put in this one, I put a black obsidian. Here you can see it. It's the black obsidian here. This was the goodness and abundance. So it's meant to it's meant to protect me and to just bring in goodness. And I think there's a garnet in here somewhere as well. And I don't know what the garnet was for exactly, but it's something to do with goodness. So you can use crystals if you have any tiny crystal chips. You use your herbs specifically for what you want them to be used for. And you can use olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil, whatever oil works with you and your skin isn't allergic to. Like I have olive oil on my salad, so I know I'm not allergic to olive oil because I eat it on my salad. So if I use it on my skin, I know it'll be fine. So just make sure you don't have any allergies to the oils you're using. And these oils are not for eating. These oils are for anointing myself. So I don't eat these oils. I don't put these oils on my salad or anything. So don't get confused about that. And so what I do is I gather all my herbs. Usually I'll write it in my book of shadows, like what herb it is and what the use is for in the spell. And I'll just have my olive oil with me, my herbs, my bottle that I'll be putting the herbs and the olive oil in. Usually it's during a full moon because it's the most powerful time to do spells, really. You can do it on a waxing moon as well, when the moon is growing in its light and power, because that'll help to bring in what you're trying to bring in. If you're trying to bring in money, if you're trying to bring in goodness, if you're trying to bring in psychic ability, it's good on the waxing moon when the moon is growing, and on the full moon. I try not to make any oils on the waning moon because the waning moon is ridding yourself of certain things. So instead of focusing on, like with the anti-anxiety, you could make it on a waning moon because you're trying to get rid of the anxiety. But I wanted to focus more on bringing in peace and tranquility. So I did it on the full moon, but I could have done it on the waxing moon as well. So it was bringing in peace and clarity. I like to focus on the positive instead of the negative. So I'll hold the herb in my hand and think about what I want that herb to accomplish within my oil. And then I'll put it into the jar. And I'll do that with all the herbs, each one holding in my hand and imagining and feeling the energy of that herb and what I want it to bring in. And I'll put it in the jar. And when I'm done putting the herbs in the jar, I'll fill the jar up with oil, with the olive oil. And I'll shake it up. And then usually I'll leave it under the light of the full moon for the whole night to charge it with the energy of the full moon. And then it's ready to use. So it's really easy to make your own oils. And remember, it's your intention and the energy you put in that makes the oil work. And you also have to, when I find that when you're being aware of what you want, you're being aware of what you're bringing into your life. So you take the steps to be more conscientious about being clear about what you want. But like with this money oil, how would I have known that I would have gotten bonuses from work? How would I have known that I would have been able to save money on some of my purchases? So the Money in Abundance oil, I think it's magic too, because it wasn't just me working hard to create my own money and my own abundance. It was like money coming in that I didn't expect. So those are my oils for this prompt on day 15 of Neo-Pagan November. The prompt is oils, and I just thought I'd share a little bit about that with you. And I'll see you tomorrow for Neo-Pagan November, day 16. Bye.